people, it's Ife the Lakwa here again. Well, it's been an eventful week, so yeah, it is a super week. Yes, no makeup. May God help our country, Nigeria, and I hope that the souls of those that have laid down their lives for the revolution would not go in vain, and God will really intervene in Nigeria. Amen. Right, back to the topic of the day, Niger pharmacist in the UK again. So for all those who are just joining us, welcome and click the subscribe button. It's been an interesting time and I believe that people are learning from this platform. I still await your feedbacks. Those that sent in their feedbacks, I'm grateful. And then let's do it again. Today, what are we talking about? IELTS. Yes, the most dreaded IELTS. It's not so bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I might not be the best person to advise you on IELTS, but today I'm just going to talk about my experience, how I did it, and I believe that it's going to be helpful because I've used this to coach a lot of people as well, and they've done it first time and excelled. So I believe you would excel as well. So, I mean, I said I might not be the best person because I didn't do it like so many times. I did it just once. So that's why I was just, But yeah, so, right, what did I do? I'm just going to tell you based on what I did for my IELTS. First of all, what I did was there's a book called Kaplan IELTS, Kaplan. I'm going to put it up. It is a PDF file. It's over 300 pages. Yes, 300 pages. And I read everything. To make it easy, what I did was I put it on my iPad. So if you have like a tablet, you could just download the PDF. If you're interested in the PDF, let me know and I could send it to you. I downloaded the PDF and I read through. So literally when I'm on the bus, when I'm going to work, or maybe at night before I go to bed, I just read through page by page. So what this book does is it gives you like a theoretical approach to the IELTS. It breaks it down for you and then explains to you all the section because IELTS involves the reading, the speaking, the listening, and the writing. For me, I didn't struggle much with the other areas. I understood that the writing was my weakest point. So what I did was I would write. I'll send it to friends who would vet for me and give me their feedbacks. When I read this book in the Kaplan, he broke down each aspect of the IELTS. It will tell you exactly how to go about it so you don't make errors. He explained to you how you go about the reading. So for example, in the reading, they would explain to you that when you get your question, you need to first go through the question papers before. So reading is comprehension, basically what we do in secondary school, comprehension. So you go through your questions first. There should be about, I think, 10 questions. Go through the questions first, then go back to the comprehension itself, then read. So as you're reading, you're looking out for the answers to the questions you've read. The same thing goes with the listening as well. So basically, during the listening, you'll be asked to go through the first part of the section and then listen. So as you're listening, you're basically filling in the answers. So you should have known what you're looking for. Usually when they are reading out the passage to you, paragraph by paragraph would answer your questions. So basically maybe like questions 1 to 10, maybe 1 and 2 is going to be paragraph 1, 3 and 4, and so on and so forth. So as you're listening, watch out for the answers. I hope you understand me. So basically, you're listening and the answers follow according to the way the passage is stated out. So you need to be careful. You need to listen attentively. No distractions. For the speaking, just feel free. Speak English. That's all they would understand. Just speak what you can. You don't have to do any phoneme or anything. Just speak. They'll tell you to speak about something like an event. You don't have to know the events. It's just your ability to reason, your ability to be creative that they are looking out for. I remember during my time, they told me to speak about a festival that I liked in my country. I don't attend festivals, but I spoke about the Calabar Festival. I've never been to Calabar at that point. But yes, I just flowed, I just, said 1 or 2 things. But yeah, I explained it. I imagine it in my head because I always hear about the Calabar Festival. So I just imagined all the masquerades, the the flamboyant dressings, the colorful dressings, and everybody has to travel for it and all that. And they ask you questions, and you just answer based on what you've said. So basically, you told a story. They ask you questions about your story, so you need to just be a good storyteller and flow. So they just want to see the way you're able to communicate with people and your confidence in speaking English, because we say English is our first language, and yes, it is our first language. So I've spoken about speaking, listening, and reading. Writing, very, very important. It is important that you still get more materials. So apart from this Kaplan IELTS that I used, the British Council itself sells you 2 books that has 2 CDs as well. It's good for you to listen, to buy those books. When you listen to the CD, it helps you with the reading and the listening. Then it also teaches you how to write. So you basically see the examples of the writing. English comprehension, like the Cambridge kind of writing, would give you a topic, and what you're expected to do is, oh, for example, they say debate on Nigeria is better than Ghana or something. So you don't just go straight and say, right, Nigeria is better than Ghana because Nigeria has blah blah blah, Nigeria has blah blah blah, and all that and everything. No, you at the beginning you do like a summary, talk about, you know, both of them. Then in your next paragraph you talk about what you want. So if it's Nigeria that you're supporting, or if it's not the other country that you're supporting, then you talk about it in details, the reason why you've taken an interest in it, the important things, the things that have, you know, made you to love this country so much, or whatever it is that you're talking about. Compare it with the other one, the reason why you don't like them, the other one, and then you draw your summary. So you need to do like a conclusion. So it's basically introduction, the body, and then the conclusion, just like you would write your dissertation. That is the way we write in the UK. They just want to see your ability to know, to structure an argument, to bring forth your ideas. If you do all of these readings, it will help you more. The Kaplan is going to help you, and then the British Council book is going to help you as well. They're like red books. So when you're paying for your IELTS, they give you the opportunity to buy those books. And yes, they can ship to Nigeria, because I remember I was here then when I bought the book, but because my Nigerian address was what I used in registering, they sent my book to Nigeria and I had to buy another one here. Then I got home and I saw it again. So yes, they can send it to Nigeria. They send it through the post office. So if you register for the IELTS, you can also buy their book. It's not so expensive. I think it's about 10 or 12 pounds to buy the book. Invest in these things. They would help you. Some people go for lessons. If you want to go, fine. The major thing is identify your weak areas, identify your strengths. If you're good in writing, fine. Focus on the other ones that you don't. So just have an overview of what you're good at and what you're not good at, and just work on it. And that is it. You will smash it. I mean, in my speaking, I got 9. In my listening, I got 8.5. In my reading, I got 8. It was my writing I had 7 bang on. Yeah, it was an narrow escape. But yeah, I admitted from the beginning that I wasn't so good in the writing. But I put in all my best and got so good on that day. The topic was straightforward. I tried my best. I was even surprised when I saw this. I just said, oh well, maybe they just thought she needed 7 and then she's passed through it. Let's just give her 7 that she needs. I didn't bother to remark it. But I think for people that, you know, doing the Canadian entry, they need like high points and they might want to dispute that kind of score. But I mean, even with my score, you won't still dispute it, because if you had like 9, 8.5, 8, you won't really dispute it. It's going to give you a high score. But yes, you can do it and you can pass it first time. People will tell you why IELTS is hard. You don't have to. I mean, like, you can't pass it first time and all that. Yes, some people, but you don't have to go in with that fear. Prepare and believe, and then work out towards it. So yes, that is all I just thought to talk to us about today, and to encourage somebody that is worried about the IELTS that yes, you can do it. And remember, it is the academic IELTS that you need to write for the OSPAP. On another news, I remember that they are talking about the OET, the Overseas English Tests. Oh, I don't, to be honest, yeah, I really don't know much about it, but I know that the GPAT is currently doing a consultation to see if they can replace IELTS with some form of test, English test in your country, to show that you studied and you've been practicing in English and you're confident in English, and they can, you know, substitute that for IELTS. But I don't think it's going to start anytime soon. It might be next year, I don't know. But they are doing the consultations now up until November, after which they will decide if they're going to do the OET level 2 or IELTS. But they said people that have the IELTS at the moment can submit the IELTS. However, they are beginning to consult to see if people will be willing to use the OET instead, because people have been complaining about the IELTS. I know of people that they wrote it like 15 times before they now started a law when I did my OSPAP then, to say that if you've been in the country and you've been patient facing for over 2 years, then you can come and do the course. They will waive English for you, because of course for you to have been patient facing, you've been communicating well. So they've done that one to help people, and a lot of people came on the course then because they've been writing their IELTS and it didn't allow them. So now they're beginning to consult again to do something called OET, to see if you can do an OET test, so more like TOEFL or any other English test, just to prove that you've been communicating and practicing with the English language from your country. I hope that goes through. If it's better than IELTS, good luck to you guys. Thank you very much for listening today, and I hope this has been educative and helpful for you today. I would see you some other time, and my heart is with everyone that is on the road right now protesting and trying to fight for our country, Nigeria. I pray that God is going to come through and everything is going to be all right. I'll see you next week. Remain blessed.